All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into hypno vibes.
Oh, yeah.
You know that YouTube channel where they explore all the different things that can be done with hypnotherapy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one is really fascinating. We're witnessing this hypnotist, Naomi, guide Navi into a deep trance.
Yeah.
And he becomes a channel for this energy that they call Na-Yi-Tu.
Wow.
And just to give you an idea, if anyone is listening and wants to raise their own consciousness, Naomi actually has a book out there called The Next Level. You can find it on Amazon.
Okay.
But let's jump right back into the session.
Okay.
One of the first things that we see is his physical body, like reacting as Navi-Tu starts to come through.
Right.
It's like being held back, finding it hard to move.
So like there's a resistance to this other energy coming in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then just as Navi-Tu fully comes through, he bursts out laughing.
What?
Which I thought was so funny.
Wow.
Because it's like this unexpected moment of humor.
Yeah.
In a very like serious sort of transition.
I wonder if that laughter is like a release of some kind. Like almost a surprise at what's happening.
Exactly. And then No2 drops a bombshell.
Okay.
That a part of Navi, like his serious aspect, wants to go home. So there's like this deep longing within him.
Like there's a place that he recognizes as home.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And No2 too actually guides his awareness to this home through time and space.
Wow.
And when they get there, it's described as this calming blue.
Oh, light.
Like peaceful?
Yeah, and the only other being there is No2-1.
Okay.
Who they describe as a legend of their people.
Oh, wow.
Apparently he's working with a ball of energy.
Oh, interesting.
And his appearance is far from human.
Okay.
They say that he's elongated, stretched out, and wearing a blue and red cape.
Okay.
And they really make a point of saying he doesn't look human at all.
That's wild.
Yeah. So No2 explains that No2 is leading this mission to help raptor-like beings on another planet.
Raptor-like. Yeah. Apparently these beings are destroying something called light forms.
Like, I don't know.
Like forms of light.
Yeah, but no, one form and his team are trying to help.
Oh, so the raptors are destroying light and they're trying to stop it.
Yes. And it's not about force or judgment.
Okay.
No. 2 emphasizes that they don't want to make these raptor-like beings feel inferior.
Right.
Their goal is to actually help them transform into brighter versions of themselves.
So almost like to educate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do that by giving them love.
That's beautiful.
Now, are you ready for another bombshell?
I guess so. Hit me.
No. 2 reveals that their people have actually incarnated on Earth as humans.
Oh.
They've been here all along. And they say that the records of their people are within the souls of humans.
Interesting.
Accessible when the time is right.
Oh, wow.
So we're carrying like this hidden history within us.
That's incredible.
So where does Navi fit into all of this?
Yeah.
He's what's known as a starseed.
Someone who volunteered to incarnate on Earth.
Right.
To help guide and inspire those who are lost.
Interesting.
And this isn't even his first time on Earth.
Oh, wow.
He's been here before. He's drawn to Earth because of the thrill of adventure.
Okay.
And the desire to be part of the big shift that's happening on our planet.
I wonder what that could be.
We're starting to get like this glimpse into this vast interdimensional world that exists beyond our normal perception.
That's pretty cool.
It's not just one planet.
Okay.
It's like a base for this much larger collective.
Oh, wow.
And they really make it clear that our human language is limited when it comes to describing these beings.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't even have the words for some of these concepts.
And remember how Navi was finding it hard to move earlier?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they don't have physical bodies in the same way we do.
Oh.
No need to eat, drink.
Wow.
Worry about the limitations of space and time.
That's really interesting.
They even mention a supreme creator who allows this grand game of existence to unfold.
So this is like a being of pure consciousness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when the Galactic Federation called for help with Earth, Navi was already on board.
Wow.
His decision was made long ago.
So it was like pre-planned?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't just the Syrian aspect of himself that assisted Earth before.
Okay.
He's been here multiple times, always choosing to return, each time his own decision.
Yeah.
Driven by the joy of helping others.
That's wonderful.
And now, buckle up for a personal twist.
Oh.
You have a connection with Navi from a past life.
I do.
You were married.
What?
And even had a child together.
No way.
Now, of course, they clarify that it wasn't marriage in the traditional sense.
Oh, okay.
A union of souls.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But before we can even dive deeper into that,
Right.
no. 2 abruptly ends the session,
Oh.
stating that Navi is pleased. But just before they disappear completely, they reveal the names of your past life personas.
Okay.
You, my friend, were Troqua, and Navi was Polta.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
These names just sound
Oh,
otherworldly.
very cool.
So we'll wrap up this part of our deep dive with that.
Okay.
And we'll be back to talk more about this fascinating case.
Awesome. I can't wait. So we're getting like a window into another reality.
I know it's like watching a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
But this is real.
Well, real as far as he perceives it, right? It makes you wonder if this is an actual place or a symbolic representation of his inner world.
That's the big question, isn't it?
I know.
But regardless, it's clearly like a profound and transformative experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it pushes us to expand our own understanding of what reality is.
Right. So speaking of expanding our understanding,
Yeah.
let's talk more about Navi being a starseed.
Okay.
What does that actually mean?
Right.
If his purpose is to help humanity, how does that play out?
Well, maybe in subtle ways, like acts of kindness, empathy, a natural inclination to help others.
It makes me think about those people who just seem to have like an otherworldly wisdom.
Right.
You know, like a deep understanding
Yeah.
that goes beyond what we normally encounter.
Could they be starseeds?
Could be.
Yeah.
And remember, Notu mentioned that the records of their people are within the souls of humans.
Right.
So maybe we all have access to that ancient wisdom.
Maybe starseeds are just more in tune with that knowledge.
Like they're tuning into a cosmic frequency
Exactly.
that most of us haven't figured out yet.
And maybe practices like hypnotherapy or meditation can help unlock that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Now let's circle back to the big shift that Navi mentioned.
Yeah.
We didn't get much detail.
Right.
But it clearly motivated him to come to Earth.
Yeah.
What could this shift be, and what role might he play in it?
Well, a lot of people believe that humanity is going through major transformation, a shift in consciousness towards greater awareness, unity, and spiritual understanding.
Yeah.
Some people call it the awakening, the ascension, the great turning.
Yeah.
There are many names for it.
Yeah.
But the underlying idea is that we're moving towards a higher level of consciousness.
So maybe Navi's role is to help facilitate that.
Possibly.
To inspire and guide others towards their own awakening.
That could be.
Maybe his presence here, along with other starseeds, is acting as a catalyst for this global transformation.
Possibly.
A hopeful thought, especially considering all the challenges we're facing.
It is.
Let's delve into your past life connection with Navi.
Oh, yeah.
Or rather, Polta, as he was known then.
Right.
It's incredible to think that you were married.
I know.
And had a child together.
It's pretty wild.
Even if it was a soul-level union.
Yeah.
The fact that you were the male
and
Navi was the female in that lifetime adds another layer of complexity. It challenges our traditional notions of gender and identity.
It does.
And those names, Troqua and Polta,
I know.
they're so unique.
They are.
What do those names suggest to you?
I don't know. They sound ancient.
Yeah?
Otherworldly.
Like they belong to a civilization far removed from our current understanding of history.
It's fascinating.
It is. What other past life connections might we have?
Right.
Both with Navi and others who are in our lives today.
That's a good question.
And even though the session ended abruptly, we've been given a lot to think about.
Yeah, a lot to unpack.
What are your key takeaways?
Well, I think one of the most striking things is the sheer power of the subconscious mind. I mean, through hypnosis, we can access hidden memories, connect with other realms of consciousness, and even explore the possibility of past lives.
It really is mind-blowing.
It is.
Makes you wonder what other secrets and potentials lie dormant within us.
I know, I agree.
I feel like we've only just scratched the surface here.
Yeah, it's like we opened a door to a huge library, but we've only seen like 2 books.
No. 2 mentioned that their people's records are contained within the souls of humans.
Right.
If that's true, how might we access that information?
That's a good question.
What kind of knowledge and wisdom await us in those hidden archives?
Well, it makes you think about what we were talking about before, you know, with like hypnotherapy and meditation.
Right.
Maybe these techniques are the keys.
Like a cosmic library card.
Exactly.
But we've forgotten the Dewey Decimal System for the soul.
Yeah, something like that.
What do you think listening in out there?
Yeah.
Does any of this resonate with you?
Right. Have you had any experiences that hint at a past life?
Yeah.
Or a recurring dream. An inexplicable sense of knowing.
Yeah.
Maybe you've even felt a deep calling to help others,
Right.
or just a profound connection to the cosmos.
This deep dive has really shown us that there's more to reality than meets the eye.
It really makes you think about, how much more there is to us.
Yeah, we're more than just our physical body.
Right, and that there are these hidden dimensions of consciousness just waiting to be explored.
And as we continue to explore those hidden dimensions within ourselves and in the vast universe around us, we may just uncover the answers to some of life's biggest mysteries.
Totally.
And unlock a potential that we never knew existed.
For sure.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of hypnovibes and hypnotherapy.
It was really fascinating.
We hope this session has sparked your curiosity and left you with a sense of wonder and a thirst for further exploration.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep,
questioning,
and keep expanding your awareness of the infinite possibilities that lie within and beyond.
Beautiful.
And now, I like to invite the energy, I'm not too sure, that makes Navi feel emotional. Also, he can feel his body getting harder to move. Whatever this energy is, you can come through this body and let us know. 1, you're coming through this body. 2, almost here. And 3, hello.
Hello.
Who I'm speaking with? Who is here?
Number 2.
What is that?
It's the most closest representation of the name that I prefer to be called, number 2.
Can you describe yourself for me to understand your existence?
This is Navi's Syrian aspect. He wants to go home. That is why he was feeling emotional.
Syrian aspect.
Yes.
I see.
That is why he wants to go home. He was feeling emotional.
And why his body is getting hard to move.
He's in 2 places at once.
I see. So he's in between the 2 realities.
Yes.
So you can take us to his home place. He can take a look.
He can.
All right. So let's do that. And so when I count to 3, you will take this body, or this, not this body, this awareness, to be his home, the place that he used to be. When I count to 3, 1, going through time and space to that place. 2, getting closer and closer. And 3, when you're ready. Yes? What made you feel you need to laugh or smile? What does it look like?
The color blue is soothing.
Yes. And tell me more about your surroundings.
See a individual working with a ball of energy.
A group of people?
Just one individual.
Ah. And what does he look like?
Has a cape.
Humanoid?
No.
If you can tell me as much as possible.
He has a blue and red cape. Is not the face of a human, more elongated, more stretched out.
But you can describe?
It's telling me that it wants me to witness this. That is why it brought me here.
So who is this being?
Number 1.
So I think that's another aspect of Navi.
No.
Who is number 1?
The legend of our people.
Say one more time.
The legend of our people.
Oh. So what's the difference between number 1 and 2?
Experience.
So he has more experiences?
Yes.
On this planet? Or
as a soul.
Oh, I see. So what he's doing? He's gathering energy?
Creating a portal.
What this portal is for?
Similar to the dinosaurs of your...
The dinosaur on Earth?
Yeah, similar to that. Like the raptors of those dinosaurs. The small beings. There's another planet that has a brown color version of them that are destroying life forms in their own planet, so we are assisting them the best way we can and not to intrude on them to make them feel in fear.
The last word?
We do not want them to feel in fear.
So you are creating this portal for them to go to that planet?
For us to go to them.
Oh, so what do you do with them?
It might seem magic to your reality, but we are able to transform their soul consciousness into a more brighter version of themselves.
Brighter version of themselves.
Yes.
So you can inspire them.
Yes.
But why they need to be inspired by you group of being?
Because it gives them love, and love is all you need. That's the potential of every soul.
And you do other other things as well.
I do.
So let's say, how about the people on Earth?
Our people are currently living in that planet as a disguise.
In the sky?
As a disguise. In the form of humans, our people have incarnated in that planet.
Can you tell me more about this?
The records of our people are within the many souls currently living on Earth. They would just need to access it when the time is right.
So another aspect of Navi is still here.
Yes.
So what made him volunteer also to have this physical body on Earth this time?
Like the word you said, inspiration. He gives them the spark that they were seeking.
The book?
He gives them the spark they were looking for, those that are lost.
And this is not his first time, or it is?
Not his first time.
Any particular reason for this time?
Wanted the adventure, was looking for an adventure, and why not be in a place where everything is happening in a grander scale than he could ever imagine.
The last sentence?
It's happening at a grander scale than he could ever imagine.
Because there's a big shift is happening?
Yes. Wanted to be part of it, wanted to experience it. You wanted to use that experience for future lives.
Right. So before we ask more questions about that, can you tell me more about this place? So I know it's not a one planet, but this is just one of the
bases.
And what else do? So the number 1 and 2, just two different groups?
Individual.
But there are many in, let's say, number 1 group or number 2 group.
You're trying to give a reference that's more closely associated with your naming system, and that's the only closest.
The name, what?
That we were trying to, the reason why it's number 1 and number 2,
right?
Is we're trying to provide you a simple way of corresponding our naming to what you have as your current system. Your alphabet at this time is not
enough.
Not enough
to call those names.
Yes.
So what do the beings are physical there, or quasi-physical, or non-physical?
Our imagination is unlimited.
It can be any of those?
Yes.
So
no restrictions.
Right. So I never really take anyone there yet, and I know that I also have some connections with a series. So what is the life form there? How do they live?
Just assisting. We've moved past doing just work in the way that you think work is. We just help others. That's all we do.
You help each other.
Yes, and help others besides our species. That's all we do.
Right.
We don't consider it work.
Right. And where do you live? It doesn't have to be a
physical location. No.
Right. And you don't eat or drink?
We've moved beyond that, not necessarily.
So which, let's say if we say dimension, which dimension is this?
12.
That's very high. Is it considered high?
It's a never-ending game. There's no limitation. The Supreme Creator allowed this game to happen. We're just going along for the ride.
Right. So let's say when there's a call from the Galactic Federation. So let's say Navi said, "Oh, I'm going." So what can you describe that moment?
When the Galactic Federation requested his help, is that the question?
Let's say it says Earth needs some help, and who likes to go? And those will be considered as star seeds.
His input was planned a long time ago, not by accident. It wasn't just the Syrian aspect of himself that assisted Earth before. He's been multiple ones prior to that.
I see.
But every time the volunteering was him alone, he wanted to do it. There was no question about it.
And he knew that it's not going to be easy.
What fun would it be if it was easy?
And it's exciting.
Yes.
So
gives him joy to see people thrive.
And do I know him? Let's say at some point that in the series, did we have any interactions?
Married and had a child.
Who is the male? Who is the female?
You were the male, he was the female.
Oh, wow.
But not in a way that is consistent to human practices.
Right.
Just the souls come into being and the form come into being.
Right. And so Naomi also volunteered in the same type of manner that we need to know?
Not at this moment. You could end the session.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. I was going to just ask the names for him, for me. So can you let me know? Yeah? His name? No.
Your name.
My name. The male's name.
The more closer way of giving it in your human alphabet, first letter is a P.
P.
U. L. T. A.
Pota. And the female Syrian? T-R-O.
Q. A.
Q-A. How to pronounce that? Chua.
The Q is silent.
Chua. Interesting. Very good. So, any more information we can find out more?
Not this time. You can end the session.
And any reason that we have to end this suddenly?
He's pleased.
No. Thank you.